So this is my second attempt at filming this because everything was blurry and this camera doesn't have autofocus, so you can do this, Kristen, you can do this. I have not made a video in about a couple of weeks, and if you are subscribed to my vlog channel and watch my videos there, then you probably already know. So what happened was basically, in a matter of just a few days, my camera broke. And then 2 days later, my laptop broke. And that was just the beginning of a series of just a lot of things breaking down. My phone charger, SD cards, CF cards, fans even. Just a lot of things, technology related, just started breaking down on me very quickly. And I was shook. Once my laptop broke, I am a little bit ashamed to admit this, but I did have a bit of a panic attack because my entire source of income, my camera and my laptop, were both broken. And it would take me more money than I had in my bank at that point to kind of buy that stuff again if they were both broken forever. And I think this is something that happens to most of us in moments of crisis. We kind of reevaluate everything, reevaluate our lives, and that is kind of what I did. I had to reevaluate everything because I was like, it doesn't make any sense. I am spending more money on this YouTube channel than this channel is kind of giving back to me. And I haven't really spoken about this. I haven't really said anything about this, but since I did start my YouTube channel, by the way, I love it. I love making videos. I love especially the videos that I make that talk about ethical fashion, veganism, and that kind of thing. When those videos go viral and reach a larger audience, there is nothing that makes me happier. And I love doing this. It's obviously, I think personally it's the best job in the world. But I feel like I have sacrificed a lot of my personal life for this channel. And since I started it, I gradually started losing every single friend that I had because I just wanted to work, and human interactions weren't really giving me the joy that this channel gave me, or so I thought. Since I've moved to an area that's closer to Athens, I'm finally getting a social life again and building friendships again. And no, having a YouTube channel does not make up for having friends. I can say that now, but I definitely wanted to sacrifice all that in order to build this channel and build it to the point where it is now. But I don't really want to sacrifice that much anymore. I don't think, and so many YouTubers I've noticed and I've seen in their videos say that I don't have any friends. I don't have a social life. All I do is work. And it makes me really sad, and I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be the YouTuber that kind of sacrifices all of my human relationships so I can have a YouTube channel. But on the other hand, I feel like I gain so much meaning from the videos that I make because I do feel like they have a positive impact on people and therefore on society in a way. So these videos make me feel like I can change the world in like a very tiny way. But I don't want to sacrifice my social life anymore, and I don't want to work like an insane person anymore. And I'm not saying that I don't want to work hard. I'm just saying that I don't feel like it's fair or right for me to push myself to such an extreme level of complete isolation. So as I was sitting there having my panic attack, looking at my laptop that was crashing right in front of my eyes, all my files, my whole life, my past, my present, my future, just kind of dying right in front of me, I started kind of pondering on whether I have other options and whether I should consider other options, which is something that I've never wanted to consider at this point because YouTube is just my passion and I love it so much. But I did. I started thinking that maybe I need to find other sources of income. Maybe I need to find another way to make this work so that when the next time my camera and my laptop break down, I know that I have the financial ability to replace them without having a full mental breakdown. Another thing is that I spend a lot of money on this YouTube channel. It's not just when my equipment breaks, it's just the lighting, the camera, everything to manage the social media, my phone, cables, chargers, batteries, SD cards, CF cards, tripods for the lights, and that kind of thing. It's a lot of stuff that goes behind making YouTube and behind making high quality YouTube videos, especially, which is the only type of videos that I'd like to make on this channel. So there is a lot of expenses that go into that, but also whenever I create a video, for example, my Thrift to Look series, these videos do require a certain budget because I want to thrift outfits. I need to make these outfits look as closely similar to the outfits that celebrities wear, and thrifting a lot of outfits costs a lot of money. So whenever I make a Thrift to Look video, it has to be sponsored because otherwise the ad revenue from that video is not really going to make up for the expenses that I paid to create that video. So that brings me to another thing, which is after my mental breakdown, I thought of how I spend my time and what do I do in order to support myself, and most of my time is genuinely spent on emails other than editing videos, which obviously takes a ton of time for me specifically, but the other thing that I spend a lot of time doing is answering emails and trying to find sponsors for my videos. And the videos that I like making are mostly my activism videos where I talk about veganism, or the videos that I've made about H&M and Zara. And these videos actually went viral and reached a ton of people and brought a bigger audience to my channel to see other videos that I have that are useful, that give tips, that inspire people to thrift. And my Thrift to Look series, I created it specifically for that because I wanted something that could go a little more viral, reach more people, bring them over to my channel so that they can then see my more meaningful educational videos and maybe decide to quit fast fashion. Gigi's right there and she was shook from someone slamming the door. So it's kind of like a domino effect where if I want to make a Thrift to Look episode to attract more people to my channel, I need to get a sponsor because I need to be able to make money out of that video and not lose money from it, because if I'm losing money from this channel, then I'm going to go broke and not be able to make more videos. And then if I do want to get sponsors, then I have to spend my entire time on the freaking laptop looking for someone to sponsor my video. But most brands actually don't want to sponsor, they just want free advertisement. And it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort for me to find brands that obviously are up to my ethical standards, and those brands are very rare, and also to convince these brands to invest in my videos. And then the more time I'm spending trying to find sponsors, the less time I'm spending doing research and creating videos that are more educational and informational. So it's like a cycle, a vicious cycle where I don't really win from that. And I don't want to do that anymore. Okay, so then what other options do you have, Kristen? How can you make this work? The other option is trying to make videos that gain more views. And that is not very easy. I went down that road about a year or 2 years ago. And it was when I was making more what I eat in a day videos. I made a whole video about that and why I stopped trying to do that and make videos that gain more views. Just summing it up really quickly, basically the only way for me to personally get more views is if I show my ass or like boobs that I don't even have, or pictures where I look really skinny in the thumbnail, and just kind of sell myself out as a human entity to kind of get more views. I either need to sell myself out emotionally and make videos where I'm crying or just in some certain emotional distress so I can exploit my feelings and my vulnerability and my humanity and kind of exploit that and profit off of that and put that on the internet to get more views and make more money through YouTube views and advertisements that play on YouTube, or exploit my body. It's like either way, I have to exploit myself in order to get more views guaranteed on YouTube. Otherwise, it really is a gamble, because I feel like I never know what's gonna get more views or not. And just exploiting yourself emotionally or physically has, at least in my experience and from what I've seen on YouTube, seems like a guaranteed way to get more views. And I don't want to do that. I'm like not that kind of person. I just can't. I'm not going to make a lookbook in my underwear. I just don't want to do that. So getting more views on YouTube is not a way for me to go. And then there's the other option that I had kind of considered a while back, and that was Patreon. And I think I had Patreon for like a month or two, and then I'm like, no, I don't want to do this. It doesn't feel right. And still at this point, asking people for money, especially my viewers, feels just so wrong. But I'm not sure if the fact that it feels wrong is because of my upbringing, like deep-rooted problems that I have, or if it is genuinely wrong. I don't know. When I see other YouTubers I like that have a Patreon, I don't judge them. I don't feel anything bad about them. But when I think of myself having a Patreon, I judge myself a lot and I look down on myself. And I don't know why. I guess, I don't know. I think it really is an upbringing issue. I always felt like really uncomfortable and wrong to ask my parents for money, and that's why I was financially independent from a very young age. But I don't know. But I'm gonna explore this again. I'm gonna give Patreon another shot, and I think it's just Patreon is kind of a win-win situation for everyone other than my ego, because you guys get to get more videos that are more informational, educational, activism related, because I don't need to make advertiser-friendly videos, because now I have patrons that are supporting me because that's the type of videos that they want me to make. I don't think anyone is gonna support me on Patreon because they want me to make thrift hauls. People are gonna support me on Patreon because they want me to make videos exposing Forever 21 and Topshop and Target and like all these brands that I wanna make videos on. So on one hand, you guys win as an audience because you get to get those types of educational videos. And then on the other hand, I win because I also get to make the types of videos that I personally love more than anything. And I am also financially supported, and I can sustain this channel. I can put more money into this channel. Hopefully, if the income from Patreon grows, I'll be able to hire an assistant, which is gonna give me more time to not have to do all the boring technical stuff and focus more on the creative things, which is what I personally think I'm good at, finding creative ways to kind of promote ethical fashion, veganism, and just conscious living in general. I feel like that's what I'm good at. I'm not good at answering emails. I'm not good at like technical support or whatever. I'm not good at the managerial business side of things at all, but I see myself as a very creative person with a lot of ideas. I have like infinite amount of ideas. I have ideas for apps, websites, different types of things that can give tools and help people even further to live more consciously. And that is obviously something that Patreon is going to be able to help me with. And another thing that kind of made me more apprehensive towards creating a Patreon was making videos that were specifically for patrons, and that is something that I definitely don't want to do. I think that my videos should be public and free for absolutely everyone. And that's what I feel in general about any educational content. It should be free. And I'm not gonna sacrifice that for Patreon. The only thing that I can offer on Patreon is perhaps private Skype chats or Google Plus Hangouts. And that's where me and patrons can get together and do maybe Q&As, get to chat, get to know each other, that kind of thing. The other thing that I can offer patrons is to have a kind of contribution in the future videos and be able to vote and decide what can go up on my channel, requesting videos, that kind of thing. For now, that seems to me like the only solution to really kind of keep my integrity and be able to also make the content that I love and I feel like you guys love the most. So yeah, I'm starting a Patreon. Link in the description box if you want to support my channel. I feel a little bit like a sellout right now. But either way, being an influencer online, one way or the other, I guess you kind of have to sell out. You either sell out by selling your body, selling your emotions, selling products, or just asking people to kind of pay you to do the best job in the world. I don't know. Either way, it feels to me cringy and it feels like selling out no matter what I do. But I guess this is one negative aspect of this job, but I still love it, I guess. I feel really bad that I have to make a Patreon, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it because it has to be done, okay? Don't judge me. Don't look at me like that. Also, back to that moment where I'm kind of questioning everything and reevaluating my life, I feel like that's when I started considering the idea of Patreon, but also I started considering a lot of other options and also kind of considering maybe doing other things other than just YouTube, because I don't think this is the only way I can have a positive impact. And I talk so much about having a positive impact, which is, really cheesy, but I feel like anyone that puts a camera in front of their face or someone else puts a camera in front of their face and they make themselves a public figure, a person that is there to be seen by thousands, even millions of other people, it's very important to realize that from that moment on, you are having an influence on other people. And anything that comes out of my mouth can either have a positive or a negative or like a neutral effect on people, and I'm very much aware of that. And I'm not at all the kind of person that's gonna say, I never signed up to be a role model, because I'm not stupid. I'm very much aware that from the moment that I make a video, that I put a camera in front of my face, I am signing up to be a role model whether I want to or not. So I take a lot of responsibility with that, and I'm very much aware that I have to be a good role model, and that from the moment that I have a camera in front of my face, the stuff that comes out of my mouth better have a positive influence on people, on animals, on the planet, on something. I'm still gonna do sponsorships, I'm still gonna promote brands that are up to my ethical standards, but I don't want that to be my sole source of income and the only thing that I depend on to earn a living. And I wanna keep making content that has a huge positive effect. Not just a neutral effect, not just a video that makes you feel good or have fun. That's great, but there's just so much entertaining content online and not enough educational content, not enough content that pushes you to think and act in a better way. I have also revamped my Depop shop, because instead of promoting other people's stuff, why not? I might as well promote my own things that I'm selling online. So yeah, I have reopened my Depop shop. If you're into thrifting my thrifted clothing, then definitely check it out. It's in the description box below. And I only put up stuff that is good quality, in great condition. So yeah, check out my Depop shop if you wanna do some online thrifting. That hair flip was very unnecessary. So yeah, check out my Patreon in the description box below. Every time I'm gonna say that now in the end of my videos, I'm gonna be crying of humiliation. Oh man, this is so hard. That would be actually really great to do my outros and just crying through the entire outro every time I make a video. So let me know in the comments if you think I'm a shitty person or not for doing this. Also, hit that like button if you like this, subscribe, hit the bell notification button to get updated every time I post a new video, and I will see you guys next week because I do have a camera again and I can film videos. And I am gonna go cry in a corner in a fetal position now from humiliation. Bye.